Lava lamps have been around for a long time. They are fascinating to watch and very soothing. In this video, I want to go over the parts of the lava lamp and how they work. The flame or incandescent bulb provides both heat and light. The bottle can be a variety of shapes, but take care to use something that is safe to use. I use laboratory borosilicate glass, which is durable, clear, and has a high temperature threshold. The three important parts that make up the bottle are the liquid, the wax, and the coiled spring. The coiled spring serves as both a heat absorber and heat emitter. It also helps break the surface tension of the wax as it falls back down. The liquid in the ones that I make are a combination of distilled water, surfactant, and salt. You can also use polypropylene glycol instead of salt, or clear washing detergent for the surfactant. The surfactant affects the surface tension of the wax, and therefore the size of the globs of wax. The more surfactant, the more smaller globs that you have. The salt, or polypropylene glycol, is used to increase the density of the water, which I will explain why that is important in a moment. The wax is lava lamp wax. I buy it from a manufacturer. It's a proprietary secret and not easy to make at all. I'll leave the link to who I buy it from in the description. I want to pause and speak a little bit about density and buoyancy. Everyone has seen ice floating in a cup of water. Ice is less dense than water, so it floats. For this really simple demonstration, I have a beaker full of water. You can see the ice floats on top, but the lava lamp wax sinks to the bottom. That's because the wax is more dense than the water, but the ice is less dense. When the wax is cold in a lava lamp, it has a density slightly greater than the liquid. The magic of lava lamp wax is that when it heats up, it expands. Since the mass of the wax is constant and the volume is increasing, its density decreases. As the density decreases, it eventually becomes less dense than the liquid around it, and it floats. Here you can see the increase in the level of the lava lamps due solely to the increase in volume of the wax. If the wax only becomes slightly rounded but does not rise up, and it's at the proper temperature, the density of the surrounding liquid is too low. This is when you need to add very small amounts of either salty water or propylene glycol to increase the liquid's density. As the wax floats up, it breaks the surface tension and rises up either in small or large globs. The farther away it gets from the radiant heat source, it slowly begins to cool. As it cools, the volume decreases, the density increases, and then it sinks back down. Once it hits the bottom, the coiled spring serves as a way to store heat from the light source, but also as a way to break the surface tension, causing the lost glob to rejoin the main mass of wax. Here is a very rough graphic of the difference in densities between the wax that's not been heated up yet, that's on the bottom, versus the wax that has been heated and rises up in the surrounding liquid. These are just numbers, they're not accurate, they're just to serve as a reference. This cycle constantly repeats, creating the hypnotic and relaxing motion. The wax heats up, expands, becomes less dense, rises, cools, decreases in volume, becomes more dense, falls back down, hits the bottom coil, reheats up, and this continues over and over again for hours. Here are some examples of other ones that I have made before. The 250 milliliter graduated cylinder makes for a pretty nice lava lamp. I make these often for my Etsy store. I have also made much larger versions using bigger cylinders. Here is one I made for Halloween. The skull is one of those that you can place into a fireplace, so I know it can withstand the heat, but it was really heavy. The glowing red eyes were also tricky to build in. A friend of mine had a bottle of liquor that looked like a bullet. So I got some fake bullets for the base and made this for him. On the left, note the white dots in the glass. This is what happens if you use just regular bottles. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and I will make some more and hopefully see you later.